Welcome to Upcrowdme, the most powerful wealth generating machine on the internet right now. We have been live for 24 days and we are in over 50 countries around the world. We have gone viral, and it all starts with just $5. We have built a program that is 100% member-centric. What do we mean by member-centric? We mean that we have built this program from the ground up with you in mind and not the company. For one donation of $5, you will unlock access to our private Facebook group and a suite of social media software that will help drive donors to you on autopilot 24/7, as well as access to our library of marketing materials for you to use on social media and all across the internet. Every member that joins you in Upcrowdme and donates $5 could also give you $20, $100, $200, $500, and even $1,000 donations. That's right, every single member could donate as much as $1,825 to you. Upcrowdme is a 2-pass-up system. What does that mean? Well, a 2-pass-up system simply means that once you get involved and start sharing your link, the very first member that you refer to Upcrowdme gets passed up to your beneficiary. The second person that you bring in stays with you. And the third person that you bring in also gets passed up to your beneficiary. Your pass-ups will now make all of their donations to their beneficiary. From that moment on, you and your second person break away and become your own independent funding line. And now, every single member that you bring in after that stays with you. Each one of those members are going to give you their first and third, who in turn are going to give you their first and third. So now every member that you bring in becomes 2, who become 4, and those 4 become 8. That is the power of duplication. We have created a system that will duplicate over and over and over again. Once the machine starts churning, and it all starts with a $5 donation today. Once you make your $5 donation, we will give you access to the Facebook friending software to get you started. This is your Upcrowdme dashboard or members area. You will be able to track things that happen live in real time right here on your members dashboard. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to find and access information, and we think that you're going to spend a lot of time here. So with all that being said, we want to welcome you to the Upcrowdme family. Get started right now by clicking the Donate $5 Now button, and let's change the world together.
Hi viewers, this is Campbell here. I just have to switch into virtual assist mode, which means I'm now Cambotica. And what I'm going to talk to you about today in virtual assist mode is how the pay it forward system can generate unlimited donations. Firstly, you need an inviter. It's by invitation only, and once you've set your position up, you can then invite your first person. Because it's a pay it forward system, we always pass up 2 people in the system, and that's where the power of the pass up comes into play. So your first person's passed up to your inviter and donates directly to the inviter. When you introduce your second person, your donation is received directly. When you invite the third person, they are passed up to your inviter and they donate directly to your inviter. When you introduce your fourth person, they donate directly to you. When you introduce your fifth person, they donate directly to you. And everyone thereafter donates directly to you. So you've passed 2 people up to your inviter and you're now working with 3 people. What happens going forward? Well, let's take a look. Here's your second person. Now they're just as dynamic as you. They've gone and introduced 3 people Well, what's happened with them? Well, the first one gets passed up to you and you get a direct donation, and you can work with that person directly now. The second person's donation goes to them directly, and the third person is passed up to you and you receive a direct donation, and you can work with them also. So that's what the second person has done. Second person's got you 2 people to work with and 2 donations. So the fourth person that's you introduced, they also pass their first person up to you and you get a direct donation. The second donation goes to the fourth person, and the fourth person's third person donates directly to you also, and you work with those 2 people directly as well. And finally, the fifth person has also brought in 3 people. The first one goes to you and you get a direct donation. You can work with them. The second donation goes to that person directly, and the third person, the fifth person brought in donation, goes directly to you, and you can work with those 2 people directly. Now what's happening here? Well, you've got your second, fourth and fifth person that you're working with directly now. Your first and third were passed up to your inviter, but here's the power of the system. Your second, fourth and fifth people pass up their 2 people as well, and they go onto your receiving line, as would anyone else that you bring in after the fifth person will go onto your receiving line, and it's unlimited the amount of people that you can bring in and your people can bring in. So how does that look for the second, fourth and fifth people? Well, here's a visual graphic for you. When the second person introduces enough people, they'll put 2 people on your receiving line as well. The fourth person will put 2 people on your receiving line directly also, and the fifth person will put 2 people on your receiving line directly also. Now those people there will directly donate to you, and here's the kicker. Just like the second, fourth and fifth people place 2 people on your receiving line, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th people will also put 2 people on your receiving line. So that's pretty amazing when you think about it. When you first see the system, you see that you're passing up your first and third person. You go, oh, I don't know about that. But when you realize that the people that are working with you will pass up their 2 people to you as well, and their 2 people will pass up their 2 people, and their 2 people will pass up their 2 people, it becomes a really amazing cascade of donations coming in your way. Far better than most other systems that I've seen out there. Very fair, and works on the pay it forward principle, as do the donations. You give to receive. If you give $5, you'll only receive $5 donations. If you give up to $1,000, you can receive all the donations up to $1,000, not just one, but multiples of them. Okay, that's my 5 minutes. Hope that explains things a little bit more for you. I'll talk to you in the next video.